welcome
Hello.
to the worst podcast ever. No, I mean the three wise men, the three gamesmen. Wait, what was the three men of the apocalypse?
Something like that.
Close enough. But yeah, how are you guys?
Doing pretty good.
It's okay. I'm alive.
You're alive. That's a plus. Do you wanna tell us why it's important that you're alive right now? Except for we like you and don't want you to die. Except for that fact.
Okay, so I was on a trip to a couple of friends that I never met before, so it's through Discord.
He dodged me, by the way.
So
Actually
these
triggered.
people is called Mad and Meowish. I've been knowing them for a year, or even more than a year. So I was thinking they live in Gotland, and it's like 3 hours, like 1.5 hour trip to the boat, to the ship, and then a 3 hour trip to them. So I said, like, why not? It's like just 4 hours. It wouldn't be a problem. So I went to them, we hanged out, we had some fun. I had my first VR experience. I streamed it, I enjoyed it. And then when I was going back home, we made a fruit salad. I'd never eaten fruit salad
It's
before.
healthy. It's fresh. It's nice to eat.
Yeah,
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
So I'd never eaten fruit salad before. I wasn't allergic to anything because I'd never been aware of that.
Allegedly.
So we said we just put anything that we find. Just literally, it doesn't matter whatever it is. It's a good experience to taste something new. So we put in kiwi, mango, banana, apples, pear. Yeah. So the time was running out. I didn't have time. It was like 5 minutes before my boat was leaving. So I had to run. Well, we had to take the car directed to the boat. I took the boat. I was sitting in the boat, and I ate the fruit salad. And the problem is, when I ate the fruit salad, I got an allergic attack because I didn't know what I was allergic to. So I was from the end of the boat. I had to go to the hospital directly. So the ambulance came and got me and blah, blah, blah. I had problems. And then they told me that I was allergic to kiwi. And I said, well, that's unfortunate.
Ripperino, dude.
So yeah, that's...
But like,
part of
what?
the
Did
story.
you just pass out on the boat? Like, did you actually just?
I couldn't breathe. My throat was swollen, and my legs were swollen. My face was swollen. I was like a tomato, basically.
Oof. Oof.
So that's yeah. So I didn't know I was heavy allergic to kiwi.
No, if you did know, I would assume you would avoid it. So it is.
I mean, it's
Worth
good
it. Worth it. No regrets.
shit.
No regrets.
No regrets.
I become-
Actually, I don't regret anything.
Dude, you become the like fucking what is it? The Eastern Asia Michelin man, like the big tire man with like.
I was thinking Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but that works too.
Oh, we had the fucking. It was on TV when I was up north, but it was the girl version, the inferior version. No, it's well, most people think it's inferior version. I don't know. They're not. What is he? Bill Murray. That's his name, right?
Bill Murray?
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Yeah, they are not him. That is the problem. He was Ghostbusters. He was amazing. He was amazing. Damn. But yeah, so you're. Did you get any shots for that? Like, do you get any medication for that in the future? Is it...
Yeah, I did get some medication. Well, on the spot, but I didn't get medication for the continue.
Oh, really?
Like that, because I would probably avoid eating kiwi either way, so it's fine.
True, but if you like eat out somewhere and you're like, oh, I got an allergic attack, I guess I die
Well,
now. Perfect. I don't need medicine.
Well, fuck it. It's
Table
what's
flip.
that?
God damn it.
Well,
damn
God
it.
damn it.
I'm glad you're okay. And I am glad you got to taste kiwi, but I'm also glad that you will avoid kiwi in the future.
Don't worry about it.
It's
Fine.
fine.
It's
No one
fine.
died, almost. How about you, Kais? Have you talked about watching the league? Well, you did. I think I remember you talking about going to the league finals.
No, because we didn't podcast last week.
Oh, never mind.
I mentioned that we were going.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Going, but we have not talked about it since
Awesome.
I've been back.
Awesome.
It was my first live league event,
Whew.
and it.
How about you first say what was the event?
Oh,
We
yeah,
know, but no.
North America Spring Finals. It was Team Liquid versus Team Solo Mid, and I have to say, it is an experience to say the least. As much as I love to cheer at home, and I really get into watching it, at home on my big screen, but live is just it's a completely different beast. You get so amped up with all of the people around you.
Yeah, the
That's
crowd.
awesome.
Everyone is cheering and screaming and
Ah!
booing.
That's the League community. That's literally the only thing that League of Legends has, at least the esports community. It's so special. It's literally different from CSGO, Overwatch, etc.
Yeah, because I've watched what the heck is it? Heroes of the Storm
Oh.
on BlizzCon.
Oh, wow.
And most of their events are like, yay, whoa, and you can hear clapping and things like that, but you don't get the absolute intensity that I get from League, from
Awesome.
watching League.
Awesome. Yeah, Heroes of the Storm is probably the deadest esport I can think of right now. There is probably,
yeah.
like, Age of Empires 2 has more growth than Heroes of the Storm, which is kind of sad.
That's pretty. And it sucks because Heroes of the Storm.
It is a pretty fucking good game.
It is. It's the MOBA for people who don't like MOBAs.
Yeah. Last hitting is a chore. Avoid that. Play Heroes of the Storm. Perfect.
Yep. Don't want to look up item builds? No items in Heroes of the Storm. Your choices are much more streamlined and much more directed. So it's like, okay, what abilities do you like to use? Those? Okay, buff them then. Those are your choices. Start buffing those.
Yeah, if you want some more complexity, or you can pick quests that forces you to play a certain way. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah.
Exactly.
I have one question though. In most sports and in games and things, they have props. They have some kind of like in sport games they have like the Venezuela like that make you want to die. Is there something like that in League? Is there any do they throw something? Is it like is there a saying? Maybe they have a chant or something? Is there?
I don't have it with me, but I did get a Bard meep.
And what? Hey, wait a minute.
A Bard meep.
What is? I'm googling. What is a Bard meep?
Bard has a passive where he generates meeps, and they empower his auto attacks.
Oh, what the fuck?
They're really cute.
Little jello green things?
That thing, the very first one.
Oh!
Yeah, that's a meep, but... nope.
Oh.
Yep, that's a meep in-game, and the one right below that is the exact same thing I got. It's a plush meep.
Oh, that's really cute. That is really cute.
Yep. Mine has green eyes, though, instead of white eyes.
Oh. Cool. I mentioned this Did anything silly happen? Like, did anything stupid happen?
Yes.
Oh, share.
We're
Okay.
talking about League of Legends community.
Well, first you were asking if they have like a mascot or
Yes.
anything like that.
Yes.
They do have the Dancing Anivia mascot.
Wait a
They
minute.
have this-
Wait a minute. This sounds amazing. Oh, continue. Sorry, don't let me.
Okay. So there is. You know what? I'm gonna minimize your stream, otherwise I'm gonna stare and watch at it.
Perfect.
Okay, so there is a plushie that they use. That's basically it's Anivia in one of her skins. I don't know which one it is, but and basically it's just a little plushie. I mean, it's not like a huge suit-sized person thing. It's just a tiny little plushie. They put it in front of the camera and they do this.
Wait.
It is officially the dumbest thing ever.
Really?
Yep.
Just kind of shake it in front of the camera, like.
They shake it like this so it looks like it's kind of dancing around.
That
It's
is.
hilariously stupid. I have a video of it on my phone because it was on the big screen.
Oh, that's the dumbest.
It is the dumbest. It's awesome.
That's pretty great.
But the fun, insane incident that happened while we were there,
Yeah.
somebody got thrown out of the building.
Oh. Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
So this was just before Game 3. TSM was up 2-0,
Mm-hmm.
and I was sitting right next to the projector stand, where one of the projector light sets was.
Right.
So we're on the break between games 2 and 3, and this guy who's already completely hammered, just drunk off his ass,
Ugh.
jumps into the projection section and is
Okay.
like, "I'm calling it. Team Liquid's gonna win 3-2."
Thanks for the input, dude.
Takes his shirt off and is like, "Whoa, Team Liquid!" And he's screaming and dancing and in an area where no fans are supposed to be because there's expensive fucking equipment in there.
Yeah.
So when he finally gets out of there and starts walking back to his seat, here's 3 security guards.
Hi.
Hi, yeah, you need to go. And they escorted him out of the building.
Damn. Yep.
You
That's
know what's
correct.
really sad is the guy was sitting like front row. So he spent, a good $100 on his ticket.
Serves him right. Fuck, get that man out of there.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
I feel bad for him.
Well,
I don't.
You shouldn't have drunk like a fucking idiot.
If he wants to drink, fine, but
Yeah.
know how you are when you're drunk. So, and if you like to cause scenes like that when you're drunk, maybe take it back a little bit.
Just a tiny bit. So I mentioned I asked about if anything crazy happened because segue. There was a Smash Brothers tournament. You might have heard about this. You might have heard about this. Where a player called Hungrybox is the competitor. Yeah, he's from Team Liquid as well. And he's like playing a like losers match finals or something like that. And the match is over. I think he wins. His like opponent shakes his hand and leaves, and it just a fucking crab just flies by right next to his
And
head.
there was the meme starts.
It is terrifying that someone threw a crab, but why the fuck did they throw a raw crab out of all the things you could throw?
Why the fuck did they have a raw crab is the first question. Before you consider that they threw it, why the hell did they have it? Now, did they find it on the way and think, this is going to be kind of funny?
Yeah.
Or did they bring it from home with the plan, I'm going to throw a raw crab?
Where did he keep it?
Probably the second one.
Right. Probably.
Probably.
Maybe a restaurant nearby. You never know.
Honestly, either choice is what the fuck.
It was just really funny. And the guy is apparently permanently banned forever.
I would hope so.
Yeah, according to the organizers, they say they will permaban him, and they will not release his name publicly, and they will share his name to other tournament organizers. So he is kind of fucked. He's out. So that's good at least.
Yeah. So yeah, what have you guys? Anything you guys have been doing this week,
Well,
gaming wise?
I played a new game. Well, I've been up north on a holiday
you were
for a
up
week,
north.
so I haven't played that much. I've read a fuck ton of manga, but I played one new game. And that game was Pokemon. Pokemon Mystery Dungeons Red Rescue Team? It's the super
okay,
long
yeah.
name! It's
Yeah,
It has a really long name. Yeah, I know exactly which game.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's so have you guys both played it?
Yep, I have.
I have not.
Oh,
My roommate has.
oh cool.
He
Yeah,
says it's actually a pretty good game.
it is. It is fucking amazing. But mainly because I like a lot of. I like to read a lot of isekai manga and like to read a lot of isekai anime. And it's okay. So the second one is that you die as a person and you get reincarnated as insert Pokemon here. And you have to answer a questionnaire. Like it's actually like one of those fucking Facebook things. Like, what do you like to be very aggressive at home, or do you like to just sit back and let everyone fucking walk all over you? And you have to pick like strongly or not strongly. And it's just, oh, it's really funny. And I became Charmander.
I see no problem
that's
with this. Burn things down. I've watched your XCOM streams.
You say that I wanted Bulbasaur, but I'm like But the thing is, you get, answer the question here. You can say no and just pick, but that's fucking cowardice. But do you have a partner? Do you have like your destined partner that will always be with you? So you get to pick that guy 100%. So I'm like, okay, so I can beat Charmander, who doesn't say anything and has no personality, but I can have a kick-ass fucking helper Bulbasaur that's the coolest dude in the universe. I'm like, okay, I'll take this. Yeah, it's really cool. And like it's mental blackmail. People gets kidnapped. It's like some dark fucking shit happens. The apocalypse kind of starts and people gets messed up. It is surprisingly dark for a Pokemon game. But yeah, I enjoy it. It was fun.
I might have to pick it up and try it.
Like as a Charmander, you get to fight like what? How do we say? Raikou?
Right.
Oh, the legendary dog, Raikou?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Raikou. Yeah, that's. I will never pronounce it like that, but I respect you. I respect your decision for pronouncing it incorrectly. No, sorry.
Damn right.
I should watch one of the movies. They probably pronounce it. But yeah, you get to fight like big ass monsters.
Yeah,
and
like Suicune, Raikou, Entei.
We shouldn't, not spoil too much. But yeah, there's a fucking bar of all the like super bosses you get to fight, and I fought 4, and it's like, oh, there's room for like 30 more. I'm like, okay, this game might take a while. this might take a while.
Okay, according to Torgo Entertainment,
Yeah,
it is pronounced Raikou.
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 So we were both incorrect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay. I was like trying to pronounce it the way this Japanese people do it, Raikou or something like similar.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That would. You never know.
I don't know.
That's cool. Wow. Find a picture of someone playing as Charmander with the Bulbasaur. It is the canon team, confirmed, because one guy on Google put it up. Yeah, it's a good ass night. It's a good ass game. I like it. It's very silly. It's very, very silly. You bribe those monkey guys to do work for you. You give them a nut, they're like, I work hard, and when the nut runs out, they're like, oh, I'm so tired. I can't work anymore. This is amazing. I love this.
So basically it promotes indentured servitude.
Very cheap slavery. and as soon as your food runs out, they start destroying your house. Because like, oh, we get more food. We get more food if we destroy your house, because then we can work longer. They're like, no, stop.
Sounds logical.
It's a wonderful game. It's a wonderful game. But yeah, that's kind of about it. I played some XCOM. There's a new Overwatch event. I don't know what it's called, like Archives. It's basically another story mission. So you get to experience one of the, like, they time travel back before Overwatch became fucked up and deserted and illegal, and you get to do one of the missions that led them to why the world kind of got fucked.
Interesting.
It's pretty cool, and it ends with, again, blackmail. Overwatch aren't good guys.
No, they aren't.
They aren't.
They're not happy people.
They try, but it's not great. Yeah.
How about you, Zen? Have you been playing anything fun recently?
Oh, well, I mean, I have still played League like always. I'm an esports professional, like,
Yeah, I caught your league stream.
but I did actually recently. There was a leak. There was two leaks. Okay, so the first one is based on Riot Games told us about we will get a solo AD assassin champion, but somebody mistakenly announced another champion before this one called Yumi, a magical cat. The reason why we got a magical cat is because of this event, the cat versus dogs. Sadly, the cats won, so they made a cat into a champion. So yeah, this.
Huh.
So yeah, that's mostly everything that I actually know about this.
Fair
The
enough.
champion will come out like in May the 14th, probably. I'm not sure. But this Yumi is technically a support, so I was expecting actually a solo AD assassin like Riot Games told me that would make, but apparently it might be two new champions that will be coming out this year. So I'm kind of excited.
That's actually pretty cool because they've been slowing down on the release of new champions and doing more reworks. So, yeah, it'll be nice to see a little bit more new blood. I can honestly say I like Nico, but I hate Nico.
The character design is fine. It's fine.
Yeah, the character design is great, but she needs a little balancing.
Oh, you will like this new champion. Yumi is a champion that will be untargetable if you're on an ally.
I saw. Yeah, you merge with your ally.
Okay.
And your abilities then affect them instead of yourself. Like you can give them a shield and you can heal them.
Oh, that sounds very much like Abathur from Heroes of the Storm.
Yes.
And Io from
Dota.
Yeah. I think it was Empath as well as in Heroes of New Earth, the game no one will ever remember except for me.
I played Heroes of New Earth.
Oh, really?
A little, very, very little, but I did play it. Then I discovered League, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this. This is more fun.
Yeah, I was one of the crazy people that played Heroes of New Earth.
Rip Heroes of New Earth.
Big yikes. It was cool until they fucked it up. But yeah, so yeah, we're still in like the what our weeks have been, Sam? Have you done anything else? Or you been sick? Feeling like garbage?
Sick. Besides being sick, I've read some news about new games will be coming out. Like Dying Light 2 will be coming out this E3 this year.
That'll be cool.
So that's... They already made a trailer and they made a Twitter about it. In the Twitter they say, we can't wait to show you the latest look of our ambitious project to date.
That's Peter speak. Cool.
Yeah,
why not?
So yeah, well, was that then made a tabletop or card game to Bloodborne? They raised $1 million.
Yes.
I think they raised $1 million to actually make a tabletop of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you know your stuff. Let's go, my buddy.
It's basically a Bloodborne game. If you ever played Dark Souls, the board game, it's quite similar to that. It sounds like it's going to be kind of a cooperative style game where you're working against the board itself.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
I should actually look it up and get more data on
it. This looks very similar to the Dark Souls one. Very, very limited board, a lot of figurines.
Yep.
Looks cool, yeah. Oh, it kind of looks like Betrayal at the House, like you build your own maps and stuff. Random regeneration.
Yes, it does have that going for it, that it's the map builds as you play. I do like the fact it has no dice.
Wait a minute, how?
It uses a deck of cards instead.
Oh, so you can randomly get a bad or a good card.
Yep, and it Supposedly the cards have choices on them rather than just saying, okay, you do X damage or you do X effect.
Doesn't seem
So-
like they have choices, but maybe they're still working on them.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So it looks
yeah,
really
cool.
interesting. I probably won't pick it up just because I'd rather pick up Dark Souls because I know
Oh.
Dark Souls is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I really like the Dark Souls board game.
I haven't never tried it. I wanted to, but we've never. I don't know. We haven't have the inclination because I think I'm the only one in our tabletop group that likes Dark Souls.
I love Dark Souls.
It is a cool game. And I'm interested.
It's difficult.
Oh, it's not that hard as long as you understand the limitations and the rules.
Yeah, once you learn how the game hates you,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
that bad.
Like, oh, there's a doorway there. Guess who the fuck is gonna come out of that? Guess who?
Exactly. It's, oh wow, this room looks safe, which means there's probably a death trap in it.
I will take 2 steps back and roll the fuck away.
Yep.
You died. Like, yeah, that's fine.
Yep. And that's the meme, is just you died.
Yep. Man, it looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very, very cool.
Okay, interesting fact about Riot Games.
Uh-huh.
They announced it like I think it was a week ago. The one that made Portal 2 and Left 4 Dead. You know,
Yeah.
the Riet Falisiski. I think it's a Polish man.
Uh-huh.
They made a compact with Riot Games, so they're planning to launch a new studio with focus on co-op games.
Oh, damn. Okay,
So
that
it
sounds
means
cool.
that Riot Games actually promised us to make a game
Oh.
for once because it's called Riot Games.
They've made other
And we only
games.
have-
I have a mobile
I mean,
game.
they made a mobile game, but still,
They also made a board game.
they made an arcade game, but they removed it for some reason.
Oh, really?
It was actually pretty cool. I like that one.
Rip.
Yeah.
But
Interesting.
yeah, the author for the Portal and Left 4 Dead, they kind of, discussed about making a studio together and call it Straw Bombay. Very unique name. A company will
Sure.
focus on developing of an AI driver, a collaborative gaming experience.
Sounds
so
good. Sounds good.
I have no more idea more than that actually, because they just told about making a studio and probably
Yeah.
make a co-op games.
Awesome. Like we don't know if they use like the same gameplay as League. It might be like its own total separate thing.
Yeah, probably.
'Cause
And they will
Steam-
use different engine as well, so it
Oh,
won't be the same.
Can fucking hope so. Holy shit, we can dream. It is the worst engine ever designed. It is actually kept together with duct tape. Holy shit. Like Valve did do like there's been a lot of events like Christmas or whatever. They've also made straight up episodal like co-op missions that you could do for a while. I personally didn't enjoy them because they were actually so fucking hard. You had to like micro like a maniac with one character. It was just too much work. I didn't like it, but they maybe they can do a better spin. It sounds interesting. Sounds interesting.
It actually sounds interesting.
I'm done with this.
Oh, cool thing about Dying Light, they are trying to focus on the player's experience. So they pretty much going to choose between having their own dream worlds, Mass Effect, and that similarity. So the Dying Light 2 will be more based on a player's opinion.
Oh,
The quality with the game.
okay.
Any thoughts about that?
I think is Dying Light the parkour zombie game,
Yeah, the apocalypse parkour game.
right? Like you can like wall climb and like I think you got a grapple
Yeah.
hook later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game was fun. That game was really fun. I bought a DLC that gave you a bow. Or I think, did I buy it early? I got a bow and then I never used another weapon. I used a bow the entire game and it was really fun.
Ooh.
That was amazing. I just played as Hanzo. That was all I did. It was great. Best game ever made.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would
Wow.
dude. If a second game is coming out, I'm excited. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, there's actually so many new games. Persona 5 will probably making a new game too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Persona comes out with another
But
game.
this game will be basically go back to school.
Oh, yeah, like Persona 5 Golden or something is
Yeah.
probably coming out.
Yeah, probably.
They also did they not release the Joker character for Smash Brothers as well?
Yeah, that did.
Yep. Joker's
Ah.
available for Smash now as a DLC.
Ah. Yeah, Persona is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I should go back and play Persona.
I have the fourth one, but like the game is it's a time investment. I'm like, I wanna
God,
do this,
yes.
but
You're like, I could do this, or I could actually play and finish Campaign for North Africa.
it's a choice.
Yep.
Apparently to chat, there is actually a Persona 5 The Royal teaser trailer. That's apparently the next thing coming out.
It will be coming out 2020.
Oh, wow.
October 31st.
Oh wow, okay. That's a while.
No, it will be open worldwide 2020, but it will be open in Japan 2019, October 31st.
Fucking translating. Yeah.
And yeah, it's called Persona 5 The Royal. And they made a trailer, a Japanese trailer.
Yeah.
The trailer
that looks pretty
doesn't.
cool.
The trailer doesn't show you anything except for there seems to be a female protagonist, which that's cool. Why not?
Well, it's new character, new scene shows.
Apparently, there's a game
I love-
play as well.
And talking about the console that most of the games will be running, the PlayStation 5.
Yep, they're saying that's due out next year or year after. I can't remember which.
Yeah, they didn't specifically give out a date on when it will be coming out. So they were planning like maybe next year or year after, and they will probably try to make Last of Us 2 coming out like in the same time, so you get like an edition exclusive thing for buying the game or the console.
I've heard there's a lot of developers making games right now that they don't want to release it right now because a new console is coming out anyway, so they might as well wait and hedge their bets
Yeah.
on making
And
it.
it's
Yeah, and
a good thing.
that kind of sucks because that means you're going to see console games kind of dry up for the next year or so.
It's gonna be just a chunk of so many games at the same time later instead.
Which is actually kind of hilarious because there was a report or a study done recently that says approximately 20 million PC gamers are going to go from PC to console.
Wait,
One, I'd like to know who did this study
where did this come from?
Please tell
and
me.
how they came to this conclusion, because most PC gamers, myself included, are the most rabid gaming fans you will ever find.
Right?
We stick to our system pretty exclusively.
Like, why would we change? That's usually the thing. Like, the only reason you would change console is that your friends are playing on the other console. That's like, I think is the only one, or your computer is so old that it's just, I don't have the energy to look up good parts. I just buy a console.
That sounds lazy. Well, I mean, come on. Specifically, I know how you can play games into your computer. So basically, the only thing you need to do is having a DVD drive with a game path, and
Too
you
much
can
work.
just download a simulator and fucking play the game on your
Too
PC.
much work. CD drive? Are you crazy? Who has one nowadays?
This is true.
I was kidding.
I mean, okay, we know that consoles are made for a specific reasons for people that doesn't have money enough to buy their own PCs, and it's been a thing since like 90s. Their consoles been a thing, so it's
Long before that.
yeah, it's
yep.
long before that even though.
Late or mid to late 70s, I think, is when the first Atari home console came out, and before that you had things. Yeah, before that you had Pong consoles, and you had the Odyssey. So console gaming has been around for a while.
It has been around for a while.
And really, it's for people, I think, who aren't as tech savvy anymore, because let's be honest, if you can't really just go to a store anymore and buy a computer and be like, oh, now I'm going to play, Overwatch or Fortnite or Apex Legends or whatever, and expect it to run with any sort of quality.
Sadly.
Whereas a console, you just walk in, you're like, I want a PS4.
Everything.
And I'll take that game.
Like, everything is tailor-made to work on the PS4 too. That's like the amazing thing, that if you buy the newest GTA, it's gonna fucking run. On a computer, you're like, I think it will. It's only 5 years old. I think it'll be fine.
Exactly.
Big yikes.
And then you're like, oh, I want to play Crysis. Nope. No computer can handle that yet.
Fucking still, no one can play Crysis. It's a mirage, dude. It's made up.
It is. It's totally. The disc is actually just blank.
It's just dust.
There's nothing on it. Yeah.
It's just sunlight. It's just God rays.
Yep. Exactly. That's what's actually on the disc. Nothing. You spent $60 on some troll.
My hope and dreams are on that disc. Fuck.
Yeah, that's exactly just like mine, and that's why it's blank.
Talk about hopes and dreams. The guys who have released a critically acclaimed Apex game, Apex Legends, someone released an article that said something like, "Oh, Apex Legends have lost traction. Oh, it's because there's not enough people left in the fucking world. That
You're
there's
too busy playing Fortnite."
Yeah. Like, everyone who was interested in that kind of game has already fucking tuned in and installed it. Of course, they're not gonna have like 1 billion people a week forever. Like,
Exactly.
Of course not.
Actually, the funny part is that Fortnite have been starting to die out.
Yeah, it was hemorrhaging. They lost 50% of their coherent players.
They did, and Hearthstone actually started to grow up.
No, fuck off. I don't believe that.
Yeah,
there was a new expansion. You're right. It was a new expansion while we were gone. We forgot to say that.
Yep.
So,
but that always happens with Hearthstone. A new expansion comes out, they get a big influx of players, people play it for a week, and then they're like, this is the same buy.
Yeah, it's a buy, and then we go back again.
Yep, I'm gonna go back to playing Fortnite. And it's like, oh wait, Fortnite sucks now too, because half their players are gone. I'm gonna go play on my Switch. Bye.
Perfect. I'm down. Oh, I can play Fortnite on my Switch now. Perfect. Every console ever made is a Switch.
Yeah, no shit.
But yeah, the developers for Apex Legends are called Respawn Entertainment, and they are making a single-player Star Wars game called Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which seems interesting. I just want to point out before we go into, maybe this is the wrong development team to make this. They have 4 projects going right now.
Nope, they need to not make this then.
They have too
Plain and
much.
simple.
They have so much to do.
Well, the problem is Star Wars is such a massive thing.
Yeah.
Even after Disney owns it and said, okay, anything but the movies, not canon. Fine. It's still a massive, massive universe.
It is.
It is.
And while Disney can say, yeah, this isn't canon, that is canon, sure. All the Star Wars fans know what's really canon. We know what the stories actually are.
Mm.
And if they screw it up, I mean, they're going to catch so much negative press for it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's rough, but it's the fact of Star Wars. I mean, look at Battlefront 2, or Battlefront 1, the new battle,
Yeah.
the new, not the newest, but one of the newer ones.
Yeah. The 2016 one?
Yeah, something like that. I think it was a release title for the PS4. But I mean, look how bad they screwed that
That
up.
was so
and
fucking bad.
it literally became a meme. But I will say, on the positive side, it did make a lot of companies look at loot boxes and say, okay,
Maybe we should think about not exploiting people.
exactly.
Maybe. I can't find the other projects. I know I've heard this number and they mentioned the games, but I don't remember the names of them. Sorry. I'll try and see if I can find that next week. But yeah, they have a lot of stuff going on. Like, they also have to keep track of Apex Legends at the same time. So it's just there's very few people for a lot of projects. They have made amazing games. Like Titanfall 1 and 2 are like critically acclaimed, but very, very underrated. So there is talent in this studio.
Yeah.
Someone also came with the counter argument that they also have BioShock. Like no BioShock. BioWare, the guys who made Mass Effect.
BioWare?
BioWare, they
BioWare,
made
yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic, or
Yeah,
yeah, Knights of the Old
because
Republic.
they are also a part of Electronic Arts. Because Respawn, the makers of Apex Legends, are part of EA. So they could
Everybody's part of EA.
maybe they could have just asked the Mass Effect people to make a single player RPG.
Yeah, you know, the people who made, I don't know, both Neverwinter Nights games, all the good KOTOR 1, KOTOR 2, Old Republic.
Like to be fair, it's probably not the same people that are still working there. But yeah, you have a fucking point. They should have some knowledgeable people about single player RPGs. That
Especially single-player RPGs in the Star Wars universe. Like, you literally have the team for single-player Star Wars games. I played the Old Republic. It says it's an MMO. Screw that. If you played it, it's a single-player
it is
game.
basically a single player. Yeah, it's fucking good. It's a good
The
game.
end game is terrible. The PvP isn't great.
The quests are kind of dull sometimes, but there are some gems in there. There are some fucking there's some gems in there. You can
And
use
the main story
lightning.
quests are- You can use lightning. But I mean, like, a lot of the single player campaigns are really good. Their stories are really involving and interesting. And why would you not take their team, whoever they have, with that much Star Wars single player RPG pedigree, and say, build us another one of these?
Like, it's so strange. And yeah, they gave BioWare, they gave them Anthem, which is a multiplayer loot shooter. Which imagine if they just swapped the teams around. Maybe they could have given Anthem to the guys who made Apex Legends. The guys who have made
why would you give them
online.
Anthem?
No, but
why
from
would
like
you-
yeah, exactly. It makes no
Yeah,
sense.
why would you give them Anthem? It's not like they know what they're doing for, multiplayer online shooter games.
It's not like they have a really good pedigree of making amazing shooters and nice multiplayer that feels good and is rewarding and not buggy at all.
I played a little bit of Apex Legends with you on stream, and while I can't play it
Yeah.
personally, for not because of gaming reasons, it's a good game. I had a lot of fun with it.
It feels good to play.
Yeah, I was terrible at it, but that's
Same.
okay.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
which I can't really say about like Overwatch. I can't get into Overwatch.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking about Overwatch, they have released something very interesting last week. Hot off the presses. They released basically a script and editing mode, so you can make your own rules. So you can turn like something like Roadhog is a character who he throws out the hook, and then if it hits an enemy, it pulls them to him. They have done scripting, like real players, not the developers. They've done scripting to turn him into Spider-Man. If he hits a target or a wall or anything, he flies towards it.
That's actually pretty cool.
They've also made like obstacle courses with like shining rings. There are no rings in the game that I know of. Like basically the Lucio who can wall ride and like do some cool movements and stuff. Basically, it's just like an obstacle course. If you go around into the green rings, you get a ding, and then you can continue going. And if you hit the ground, it just resets, and you start at the beginning, and you have just a parkour map.
That's pretty cool.
Like they're making people make custom shit, and that seems amazing. You still can't make your own maps, but they are thinking about making that tool available as well. Like something kind of like, I guess, Garry's Mod or Halo Forge.
Because we saw how well that worked with Smash Ultimate.
Did you ever make a map editor in that?
Yeah, there's a stage editor for
There is. Oh,
Smash
cool.
Ultimate.
Oh, cool.
A bunch of people got banned for using it
Why?
because they were making penis maps and boob maps and racist maps and things like that.
Well, fuck off. I really enjoyed the one in because I don't have Ultimate, but I had the Wii version, Smash Bros. Wii, and that was amazing. I made my own maps. It was really fun.
I think that was Brawl?
You might have
Brawl or
been.
Melee?
Brawl in that case. It was on Melee.
Okay, it was probably Brawl then.
But yeah, it was. I liked that a lot. It was. I could make just a long stretch, like a super fucking long map. So my friends who were objectively terrible could play and not... Because the one thing new players never really understood or could handle at the beginning was using up B to get back up on a platform. That was too much. Their brain just gave up. You could see in their eyes, like... And they just fell down. It was no reaction, nothing. You're like, okay, just make a long stretch and they don't have to use up and B. That's too much effort.
Too much effort to push two whole buttons at the same time.
Yep. Yeah, that was a good solution.
So speaking of old games,
Yeah.
Star Trek Online has a new update coming out.
No way. Is that
Yeah.
game around?
It's apparently still around. I used to play
Wow.
the hell out of that game. And then it just died. Like, everybody left. So there's like
Wow.
3,000 people in the world who still play it.
That's awesome.
No, they literally release their numbers, and there's like 3,000 people that play it.
Yeah, it's like Final Fantasy 11. There's a very small core group of people that just keep the servers running and they're profitable.
Yep. But, yeah, so, yeah, I stopped playing it when when everyone on the Klingon faction kind of stopped playing, because I played for the PvP content. Me and a friend of mine did it, and
No
we
one to
played the
fight.
Klingon faction because we're assholes.
Fair enough.
We had cloaking devices, they didn't.
Ooh, that is pretty fucking cheaty.
Yeah, so we'd cloak, sneak up behind, okay, we had PvP matches that would last 20 to 25 minutes
Uh-huh.
because we would never decloak. So they could never find us. And then they'd split apart because they'll only find you if they're within a certain range.
Right.
So as long as we stayed far enough away from them, they couldn't find us. And eventually, they would break apart to try and find us faster.
Oh, that's
And then
so
we just picked
annoying.
them off.
Oh, that's
We were
so
such
annoying.
assholes.
You're actually toxic.
Yep.
Actually, you make my blood boil right now. It reminds me of like StarCraft 1 when someone refused to give up and they sent their fucking command center cross map You're like, well,
Yep,
fight
yep.
my barracks, nerd. Like, what?
Yeah,
No.
command center, asshole.
Oh.
But
Effective.
the advantage was playing the Federation side. Their ships are generally stronger in a
Oh,
straight up
okay.
fight. So as Klingons, you had to use that. You
Yeah,
had
that's
to
fair.
take advantage of your cloaking device.
Yeah.
And they did have abilities to help offset the cloaking device. They had detection abilities that gave you a much bigger detection radius for a short time.
Cool.
And they had abilities that would shut down the cloaking device altogether for a short time, so you could literally force them to decloak. And it became this very much cat and mouse style game.
Ooh.
So it wasn't completely broken.
No. Of course not.
So, but apparently, yeah, they're getting a major storyline update, and they're adding a whole new quest line. And I thought for sure that game had fallen apart and everyone had left,
Yep. Same.
and the servers were buried somewhere in Finland.
So apparently the update is called Star Trek Online: The Rise of Discovery.
Yeah, based
and-
off the new series.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I can see it's the captain from the Netflix show. Very, very interesting. Cool. Yeah, why not? I will probably not try it, but
No,
I-
I don't recommend you try it.
I respect that it exists. This is awesome. This is
Yeah.
amazing. Dude, speaking about RPG games that should have died, well, the one I mentioned has actually died, but there's been a secret subset of players who was given like the whole game code and the databases. Like the game died, they stopped having it as a service, and like the developer like, guys, can you take this and yeah, do whatever you want with it. And it's. I'm trying to remember. It's like Marvel Superheroes Online or something like that.
DC Universe Online?
DC Universe Online.
Diesel. Yeah.
Oh
DC Online.
yeah.
I played that too.
Yeah.
I played that too.
I think it
Tried it.
died in like 2012 or something like that.
No, it couldn't
Is
have
that
done that.
another one?
No, I know what game you're thinking of.
Yeah?
You're thinking of City of Heroes.
Oh, maybe.
That game died and then suddenly came back, and everyone's like, well, who's running the servers? And there's just silence.
Yeah. They have made a what do you call it? A post about that. So basically what happened was there was a subset. There was one person who was in charge of it, and everyone who got invited had to like sign waivers, and like they had to. It was basically a legal operation. If like they were sworn to secrecy, and if you told anyone, like it's game over. But there was one guy, a YouTuber, who got bored and just leaked it online, and they panicked. They panicked fucking hard, and thought they would get sued and everything. But yeah, they're apparently now having talks with the guys who have the copyright, and it's looking good. It's looking like it might become a real thing again.
Yeah, they're saying that they really don't. The people who own the copyright don't care
No.
because to them it's dead software.
Yeah, it's actually gone. It is pointless.
Yep. Yeah, they're like we could be assholes and say, well, now you're making money off us, off of our intellectual property, but they're like, but we gave up on it. We didn't see it as profitable, and we were going to bury it, but we have this rabid fan base that still likes it, so let them like it and let them have it.
And luckily, I don't think there's any I don't think there's an Iron Man ripoff or like a Superman copyright.
Oh, in the game?
No, I don't think there is. So I think it's actually a superhero thing that isn't completely fucked over time.
Yeah, there are Iron Man and Superman ripoffs, but they're characters, not NPCs. So it's
fair.
made by the player, and it's like, well, you can't really sue us for players coming up with this.
Exactly. So this is good news. they also got a hold of the character servers, like the character database. So if you made a character a long time ago, you can get it back. You can actually log in with your old character, which
Yeah,
is
it's
pretty
interesting.
fucking cool. That's a big deal.
That is awesome. Yeah. Speaking of RPGs, they had a new bit of information come out for Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
Oh, really?
We got to see a couple of the abilities. We got to hear a little bit about the clans that are going to be playable. So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Really? So what did they show?
They showed the Thin Bloods, which are
Ah.
basically like vampires that are second-class citizens. And that's who you play as a Thin Blood?
Oh, they have straight up said you are a Thin Blood.
Yes.
Oh,
But you still get to pick what clan you are.
Hmm.
So, you can be a Thin Blood of a Nosferatu or a Thin Blood of a Malkavian or something like that.
Interesting.
So, yep. I want to say they showed the ability to turn into bats or summon bats.
Oh.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, turn into mist and summon bats.
That's not bad. Oh yeah,
So-
I'm watching it right now. Yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty fucking ominous. Just bats swarm around someone and eating them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Cool. Were you a Thin Blood in the first game as well?
No.
Okay.
I want to say you were a 13 in the first game. Yeah, I think you were a 13.
That was a while ago. I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah. For anyone who's played pen and paper, they'll know what a 13 is. If you haven't played the pen and paper one, that number means nothing to you.
But it's one of the chosen, I guess. Like one of the real. What's it called? The Nosferatu.
No, it's 13th generation. You're 13th generation vampire.
What? The fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I have no clue what that means. I was completely off topic. Never mind. Never mind. I did some mental math. Like, 13 is about right. How many classes are? Never mind. Cool. Yeah. Oh god,
Let's see.
there's some nice news. If you haven't picked up the Epic Store, I think it's Epic Game Store. If you do it right now and log in, you can claim Transistor for free.
Wait, wasn't Kaya's a big hater of Epic Games? Yes.
No, I don't hate Epic Games. I'm not a fan of the Epic Store.
Yeah, the Epic
Okay,
Store
okay,
is
okay.
kind of questionable, but
Yeah.
it has some issues.
You think?
So,
Honestly, I just don't like the Epic Store just because Steam already serves that purpose quite well. And I feel like the Epic Store is just a way to say, well, we just don't like you, Steam. So we're going to do this just to kind of kick you in the face. Exactly.
Wait. Fuck off my shit, boy.
Exactly. And it's like, I mean, I get why. I really do, because
it is necessary.
yeah, you said it before, competition is a good thing. And it is. It's a wonderful thing. But you have this giant monstrosity that is Steam. And I think because of the kind of movement to digital downloads for gaming, that Steam should, instead of being, owned by Valve and being their company, I think it should be subject to more regulation and become simply the gaming standard for video game releases.
Yeah. Mm.
Well, it already is the gaming standard for video game releases.
Yes, but it's not controlled properly for something
God, no.
for it to be
Oh,
officially
God, no.
declared that. I mean,
There's so little control. It's right.
I'm sorry. Does anyone not remember the Skyrim pay mod incident?
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I think everyone can agree that it's such a nice idea that modders get paid for their work. But holy fuck, people actually rip things off the workshop and put it up as paid things, and there was no repercussions.
Yeah.
Oh.
It would really be nice if they just put right on the page, donate to creator.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And you just click it, and it's like, how much do you want to donate? 25 cents. Cool. There you go.
There might be that already, but I actually don't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, 25 cents is 25 cents. I don't mind.
Exactly. And if you have a mod, say, like Long War 2, that millions of people are playing, if each of them gives a quarter, you're still looking at $250,000.
It's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. That is a much better way than they did it.
Yeah.
But Steam likes to be the first trying things and then fucking them up so badly that everyone's like, what are you doing? What the fuck happened here?
They definitely subscribe to the theory that any publicity is good publicity.
Yep. And now everyone in the whole world knows about them. They don't need any more publicity. We want Half-Life games. Can we get a Half-Life 3, please?
Exactly. They've already said, nope, no Half-Life 3.
So
then
sad.
again, they said the same thing about Half-Life 2, so who knows?
God damn it.
For people that are interested in PC parts and similar things, Intel, known for one of the greatest companies out there for doing one of the greatest processors, dropped 11% from 2016 for having a slightly bad performance. Because Ryzen had been fighting, constantly winning the fights now this year.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Rip.
So we are kind of waiting for Apple to stop producing Intel processors, CPUs, and change it to Ryzen, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone can see it coming. Ryzen's going to take over the processors. We all know it.
We all know it.
No.
Now that their processors are actually working correctly.
That's a low bar. They're working correctly.
Oh god, the Ryzen was a piece of shit
Was
when
it?
it first launched. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was a hunk of junk. You were better off using the original Ryzen as a coaster.
Fuck.
But then they kind of, but for a first attempt, I can't fault them for it. Everything starts somewhere.
Yes, exactly.
So, and as gamers, we put our computer parts through a lot more abuse than you would think.
A lot more scrutiny as well.
Yeah.
We beat on our computer parts pretty rough.
Phrasing?
Google
Phrasing. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that their first one went so badly.
That's
But
fair.
the second one went so far away. Even the Ryzen 7 to 2700X won over i9 9900K.
Yep, the
in
9900K.
both performance and multi-core. But the only difference between these each two is probably the i9 for having 5 more FPS with like 5,000 more expensive. I think it's like $500 more expensive or $300 more expensive.
And it works.
Yep,
And
the i9 is about $300 more expensive than the Ryzen 2700X, and it scores you about an extra 5 frames per second. Now, to put that in more perspective, the Ryzen 2700 was already producing results of like 170 frames per second. I'm sorry, if you need 5 more FPS than that, you need to reevaluate your life.
I need those 5 frames. Those 5 frames is death, life and death in Apex, dude. I need those. I need those extra frames. I need all the help I can
if you need those 5 frames, you're that guy who wakes up and microwaves his Pop-Tart so it's ready in 4 seconds, rather than putting it in the toaster and waiting 30 seconds.
Yes, that is me. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And you know, what's sad about that is if you look at the box of Pop-Tarts, it actually says microwave for like 4 seconds on high.
4 seconds?
Yeah.
And we still can't run Minecraft at 4K. What is this world?
That is the benchmark. Can it run Minecraft 4K? Can my microwave run Minecraft in 4K? Probably not. No, probably not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Heat a Pop-Tart in the microwave for 3 seconds on high. What the hell is 3 seconds gonna do?
I don't think my microwave is even warmed up by that point. I don't think it's even lukewarm. What the fuck?
But that is actually the instructions on the box. If you don't have a toaster, microwave on high for 3 seconds.
Like, where is your microwave? In Chernobyl? Like, where the fuck do you get the kind of power in your microwave?
Oh.
What the heck, What the heck?
Now, I kind of want to take a Pop-Tart and put it in there for like 5 minutes and see what happens.
Jesus Christ.
Back to gaming.
Yeah, back to gaming.
If you're a fan of tabletop strategy games, Warhammer Underworld Online is coming, which brings the Warhammer tabletop to PC. I have some friends who are huge into Warhammer. I've played it a few times with them. It's a lot of fun.
Cool, cool.
So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm hoping that it doesn't use like a almost like a loot box system or a pay to purchase system where you have to buy your each. Well, in the tabletop, it'd be each miniature, but each unit separately in the game. I'm hoping that you just, you buy a faction and then you get access to all their units. But we don't know yet. It's going to be early access this year.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay.
So.
I heard about. Is it this one? There's another board game coming out fairly soon. Well, like, they did a Kickstarter, so you never know when it's fucking out. But yeah, it's a mech board game. I don't remember if it was Mech Command or if it was a game called Lancer. There's no physical props or anything. It's just they have a nice pedigree, and people's like, yeah, we'll give you a fuck ton of money. Why not? Why not?
Mech Command RTS.
I can't find any dates here.
Yeah, it's called Mech Command RTS. The goal was to launch by 2017. I think you're a little bit behind the times, guy.
Slightly. Yes, slightly. There's another one too. I just can't find any dates. So I don't know which. No, it is. Okay, no, it's this one. It's called Lancer. That's the one I meant. They have reached. Well, it's in Swedish kroner. It's apparently they have reached $310,000 US. Their goal was $56,000. So they have fucking smashed past that, and yeah, they are. It's looking good. There's straight up no proof of concept. There's just a lot of beautiful paintings and pictures. So I don't know what this is gonna turn into. There's not that much information that I can find, but yeah, there has to be some kind of
no high expectations.
Yeah, right.
Are you talking about the tabletop RPG Lancer?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So is it supposed to be like D&D? Is that what you meant by RPG?
Yep, it's going to be like a D&D style game, not necessarily D&D, but it's that it's a create your character, roll some dice kind of game.
That's cool.
It kind of reminds me of the old MechWarrior RPG.
Oh,
You
right,
make
yeah.
you make a pilot, you get a mech, and you can customize that mech to do kind of whatever you want it to do.
Like, that game is actually too much for me to get into. Because your mech, like, you have your mech, and it has so many parts. Like, your gun is a part, like, your arm is a part, your leg is a part, your foot is a part. They can all get damaged, they can all get destroyed.
Yep.
I saw someone play it in real life, and it was actually like a fucking spreadsheet of the mech and the damage numbers. Like, it's like, oh god.
Oh yeah. It gets. I played it for a long time, and it's very much a calculation game.
It is. It looks cool though. It does look cool.
My personal favorite, I like, kind of off of that, was MechWarrior Online, which is actually a really good game. Quite challenging, but quite good. My problem is there are too many new players to it, because it looks really fun, and it is.
Oh, yeah?
That don't really know what they're doing, because they've never played a MechWarrior game before.
Oh, okay.
So there's a phrase in MechWarrior called Alpha Strike, which is when you fire all your weapons at once.
That sounds pretty
Peggy
cool.
12.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. And usually, if you do it right and you use it very carefully, you can do a lot of damage and be very effective. The problem is, MechWarrior has a very important thing you have to manage called heat. And firing weapons generates heat.
Yep.
If you get too much heat, things happen. Your ammo can literally explode inside your mech because it got too hot.
Yep, you can kill yourself.
Yep. If you get too hot, your mech will just shut down. It'll overheat and it will automatically shut down. You can override this. There is an emergency override button that lets you fight at high heat.
But
it's very dangerous.
Yes.
Very dangerous, because if you're pushing your system beyond its heat limits, bad things can happen.
Yes.
Like you can, explode.
Because you're in a giant mech.
Yeah. So more than once, I've seen mechs come in with some of the heaviest laser weapons called PPCs, or particle projection cannons.
Oh.
They'll come in with like 6 of them, which in and of itself is a terrible life choice. And they'll just alpha strike, and then their whole mech explodes, and they get all pissed off.
Yep.
I had one.
No, you continue. No, you continue. You continue.
Okay. I specifically remember one game. It's usually 12 on 12. And I remember this kid must have been 13 or 14, just swearing into his mic about how bullshit the game is, because he got 2 shots off and then died. And we're like, well, what did you do? He's like, I fired my lasers. Well, what kind of lasers do you have? PPCs. Well, how many? I have 6. And you fired them all at once? Yeah, well, no wonder. Watch your heat meter next time.
Unlucky. Was there no tutorial he could do? Like, was there no info he could have obtained before?
Oh, there's a tutorial. Yeah, absolutely. And one of the first things it shows you is what happens if your heat starts getting high.
Oh. Rip.
But you can skip the tutorial.
Well, perfect.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that.
Exactly. Who needs to know about how not to die?
Yeah. Like, there is a they released a game called BattleTech, which is XCOM based. Like, it is more XCOM like than your online battle mech.
Based off the original BattleTech board game.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's apparently pretty good. There is permadeath, and there's a lot of interesting mechanics. And in that, at least, I don't know if it's the same in the multiplayer, probably not, but in that game, if you are very warm, you can just like run into the water and you just cool down.
Yep,
and
the water will cool you down.
And then like, oh, now I can unleash hell with no consequences.
Oh yeah. in MechWarrior, water is one of the most dangerous things you can be near because you can guarantee the inside there
Someone is
is a
there.
fucking 100-ton mech loaded with PPCs, and he's literally just waiting for someone to walk by for him to go clunk clunk, pew, and you die.
The world has
And it's like-
ended. Good job.
Yep. Congratulations, fucker.
It's
And I
really
might
cool.
know that that's the case because I may have done that once or twice.
Maybe. Yes, maybe. Speaking about mechs, there's an anime called Darling in the Franxx, which has been semi-popular. I have not watched it. But yeah, there's
It's a really good anime. I love it.
What's it called? Darling in the Franxx?
Darling in the Franxx, which is
Darling in the
it's
Franxx.
it's an anime about mechs.
I am
And-
adding this to my list of animes to watch.
It's slightly lewd, but it's
It is
apparently pretty good.
Really, really good. And it's not lewd. Don't worry about it.
Someone has said he was lewd. I have not watched it, so I cannot
No,
I
it's
cannot
not,
say.
It's not lewd. I mean,
That's
you
fine.
may be seeing some naked
Type.
scenes, but it's not lewd.
Good. So I'm mentioning this mostly because yeah, it is a known anime, but it's getting a crossover movie with Gurren Lagann
Oh,
apparently.
God. And the memes have started.
Why? What memes?
Um,
Oh,
very
wow.
first picture.
That's a fucking long link. Can I show it on stream or is it not great?
Nah,
You might wanna look at it first.
Wait. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. Oh, let's pull it away just in case.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I've seen. They kind of like piloted the person, and it's a woman. That is, yeah, it is. Yeah, that's what people have said. It's kind of question mark. But yeah, I don't know. I've never watched it. It was very overhyped, and then it got dehyped, and then it got hyped again. So I don't know who to
is-
trust.
It is really good anime.
That's
It
good.
really shows off its specialty by telling people how it's important to actually trust each other. So it's a really good anime. I like
That's
it. I
nice.
recommend it like really a lot.
Sure.
At least read the manga for fuck's sake.
Oh, that I can do
It,
at
it
least.
reminds me, it looks like a lot like Neon Genesis Evangelion,
Yes. Yes.
which I am a huge fan of.
You
Does
will
look like
love
it.
this. Guys,
Alright.
you will love this.
I am adding it to my list then.
Perfect.
Okay, so there is. Should we change our topic to animes now?
Oh no, it's no. That's fine. This is just news basically. You can talk about whatever you want.
Okay, so there is actually an anime that I've been following, both reading and been watching a few episodes. I think you guys quite familiar with the anime. It's called One Punch Man. One Punch Man. Yeah, exactly. So there's a season 2, but there's one major problem
Yeah.
that I don't like is that they changed the studio
Oh.
and they kind of changed the art style too.
Of course they. Oh wait, does it look more serious now?
Okay, so it still looks the same. The only you can see it's quite different. You can see like the small differences it is from the regular one from the first season.
I'm looking
So-
at pictures. Yeah, it is.
It's a bit different.
it
I
is
just
different,
because the
yeah.
art style is quite different. Just the way they interact with each other, the way they made the anime. The battle scenes isn't, whoopah, and you're gone. Like, not literally, but you see. So yeah, they changed the studio. I think they bought the studio, or they
okay.
sold it. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but yeah, that's it. Quite
Interesting.
sad.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm looking. Ooh, Darling in the Franxx is on Hulu, which I have. I
Oh.
might-
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, it's also on Amazon Prime.
I would like to recommend you a website, but it's not good for me to say it out on Twitch because it's illegal.
No, it's not illegal. It's questionable, is the phrase.
Really?
That's what I always say. It's a questionable website.
Jakes. Okay, sure.
Nine Anime is the name of that. It's kind of
Questionable.
questionable. Okay, so there's another anime that I watched the manga from. It's called Kimetsu no Yaiba. It's about a guy that his family got murdered by demons. His sister turned into a demon, but he wanted to find a solution to turn his sister back to a human again.
I swear to God, if his sister is some kind of tentacle monster, I am ending.
No,
this right now.
don't worry. It's fine. It's fine.
The
It
dream
is actually a
scenario.
great anime. It gives me the chills when I watch it.
That's
the
good.
first episode. It's quite boring, like just a few seconds, and then it starts to become interesting. So if you have anything you want to watch, I recommend Kimetsu no Yaiba. It's worth it.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, why not?
And
How do you
can
how
read
do you
the
spell
manga.
it? How do you spell it?
Uh,
You can even write it in Discord as well.
It's Kimetsu. Kimetsu no Yaiba. Nice.
Ah, okay. Cool. Yeah.
You can read the manga too, Elster. There is a manga on it. If you
It looks beautiful.
like, it is really, really nice. I like the art style on the anime. It makes it cool.
Nice.
So,
All right, so I have one more piece of gaming news,
Yeah.
yes.
and then I have a little bit of a story to tell that I forgot to mention
Oh.
earlier.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm
For
ready.
what has happened in my last week or so. So we'll start with the news here.
Yep.
Rick Fox actually is leaving Echo Fox, and everyone is figuring the whole team is actually going to split up.
So what is? And I'm guessing this is League of Legends based because I have no.
Well, they do have a League of Legends team. They do have other teams
CS:GO
as well.
team,
CS:GO
Overwatch
team.
Dota, Dota, yeah, they have.
Yep, they used to be called Gravity Gaming, and then Rick
Oh.
Fox rebranded them because he invested a bunch of money in them.
Mhm.
And everyone is supposedly leaving Echo Fox because Jace Hall, Echo Fox's CEO, apparently decided to use the N-word. Yeah.
Wait.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, that's good.
That is a great plan.
that's really, really questionable. Like, it really, I don't understand the reason.
Yep. He used an Echo Fox investor reportedly used the N-word to describe former CEO Jace Hall.
I was just
Wow.
gonna say, there's never been a situation where I felt like the N-word is gonna be great to describe someone right now. It's never been my go-to word.
Yeah, it's it seems like maybe that's a bad choice of words to use.
As a public figure who is responsible.
Yep. They currently maintain an LCS team, an Academy League team, Dragon Ball Z Fighter team, Street Fighter 11, Mortal Kombat, or Street Fighter 5, Mortal Kombat 11, and Injustice 2. So
Big yikes. So will all of those players just gonna get? Are they still
probably-
gonna play? But
yeah, they'll probably just get scooped up by other teams.
that sucks, dude. That's so annoying that their like livelihood is getting threatened because one guy couldn't keep his mouth shut.
I misunderstood it. It is
Oh.
not the CEO who used it. It's an investor who used it. They referred to the CEO as the N-word. And because of that, the CEO stepped down.
Does that make any difference?
That's dumb. Yeah.
Yep, it makes a difference. It's not the CEO who said it. So it's some random investor who said it.
Then why the
But
fuck is he
apparently-
stepping down for that? What?
Because he doesn't tolerate that kind of crap. He doesn't want to be associated with an investor to his company that thinks that is an okay word to use.
I guess that's fine. I thought he stepped down because he said something bad about him. Yeah, I don't. Just kick the fucking investor instead. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yep, nope. He's stepping down because the investor for the company is using that word, and he's like, no, I'm not going to be associated with a company that any of its employees or investors think that is okay to say.
Fair enough.
So Yeah, so apparently a lot of people are thinking he's just going to make a new team
Yeah.
and literally just scoop up every one of those players
Yeah, that could work.
and just find new investors.
That could work.
And then all the investors for Echo Fox will lose basically their entire investment because the stock will crash immediately.
Yeah.
If he gets away with it, yeah.
Well, they can't stop him.
No, but they have to. Well, you have to be able to give them a good salary, and as a one guy, yeah, maybe you can get the investors. You never know.
Maybe he can get new investors, or honestly, a lot of his players are saying that, hey, you know, I'm looking at the article right now. They're saying, you know, I respect him so much for doing that.
That's cool.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he starts his own team and all his players go to that team.
Yeah.
So
That'd be nice.
it would be nice. So that'd be pretty cool. And then my story for the week. I already told you this one, Alistar. I was on your stream and told you this.
Yeah.
While you were gone, I was watching a stream. I just was browsing streams and I came across the Warframe stream that I wanted to watch. And this guy was on there, and the stream title was 500 for 500. And I'm like, what the hell is that? So I went to his channel and I'm watching, and he seemed like nice guy, really involved stream and just fun to watch. So I'm like, I'm gonna follow this guy. So I follow him. A few minutes later, he gets a couple new subscribers. And they just pop up on his stream and it's like, oh, new subscriber joined. And it's like, oh, cool. And he's like, hey, everyone, we just hit 500 subscribers. So it's time for the giveaway. And I'm like, cool, he's doing a giveaway. I hope one of his subscribers wins. And now the rules on Twitch say if you are doing a giveaway, it cannot be a subscriber-only giveaway. Because that would make it a lottery, because then you have to pay to enter. So it has to be available to at least allow just followers. So I'm watching this guy. I've been watching him for less than half an hour. And apparently he was giving away a $500 Amazon gift card. I've been watching him for less than 30 minutes. He hits the randomizer button and my name pops up.
Wow.
And he says, this gets better. He says in chat, who the hell is that? Because I've been watching him for less than half an hour. I haven't said a word in his channel. But I end up winning a $500 Amazon gift card from the guy.
Why not?
That's not bad. That's not bad.
And I messaged him. I'm like, dude, I've been watching you for like 15 minutes or maybe even less. You should probably give it to somebody else. And he's like, no, you won it fair and square. Okay.
Oh,
And then we had a little issue because he is in Canada and he sent me a Canadian Amazon gift card, which, because I live in America, does not work for me. It connects to my Canadian account, and because I'm not in Canada, I can't have it shipped internationally. It doesn't work. You can't ship, because America is insane, you can't ship stuff from Canada to America.
Wait, what
like
the
that.
fuck? What the fuck?
Yep. I could have taken it and ordered you $500 Canadian worth of stuff, Alistar, and it would have shipped just fine. Could have ordered it for Zen. Doesn't matter. It just you are just not allowed to ship from other countries to America.
Oh, fuck off.
Yep, gotta love that one.
That is so retarded.
So he was able to recall the
Holy
gift card
crap.
and reissue it in U.S. currency. And because of the difficulty, he gave me a little bonus, and it ended up being $400 U.S. So I bought 2 new board games, Zombicide and Arkham Horror the card game. I bought a Switch Pro controller for my wife. And I bought a brand new gaming chair so that my duct taped falling apart chair won't have to be used anymore. Because if you look, you can see it's got black duct tape on it.
Yes.
Yes, it's awesome.
Perfect.
So yes, that was interesting. I watched the guy for less than 30
that's
minutes
awesome.
and won $400.
That's amazing.
And I told him, I even tried to say, yo, to give it to somebody who's actually been watching you.
But I mean, it was nice until that you wanted fair and square, so it's nothing
Yeah.
else.
And like as the streamer, it would feel fucking awkward. It's like backpedal it. Like that would just be fucking awkward as well. Yeah, that was.
Well, I even told him right in his chat, so everyone saw it. I'm like, dude, I've been here I've been here like 15 minutes. Why would you give it to me? Like, I'm fine if you give it to someone else because I haven't been here for like ever.
That's awesome though. That's super cool.
Yeah.
That was nice of him. It was nice of him to change the gift card as well, because that must have like cost him like a chunk as well. That was super cool of him.
No, Amazon will refund the gift card for free if
Wait,
you're buying.
really?
Because it's a digital gift card, they can track it easily. So they can. So basically, because,
really? Okay.
Yeah, because I had activated it the same day, and my account was primarily listed as a U.S. account.
Cool.
It was Canadian, and they're like, he's just gonna reissue it as U.S. currency. Amazon's like, it's fine. We'll just refund it, and you can buy a new one.
Never mind. Awesome.
So yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Fucking
But
dope.
maybe we should wrap this up so I don't have another 6 GB download to get.
Yeah, we should. I have a few more news.
Okay.
Are they that interesting? Like, there's a really stupid one. This is not gaming in any way. It's just have you guys ever eaten a cream egg?
Yes.
I think it's
Cadbury
an
cream egg.
American thing more. I don't think they're in
No.
Sweden.
Cream egg?
Yeah.
What is cream egg?
Cream
I
egg.
know
I-
what
I-
egg is.
Basically,
Cream.
it's what it is it's a chocolate egg,
With some
and
kind
it's
of
filled with some kind of cream. I don't know what the
Yeah.
cream is. It's pretty disgusting.
very sweet, very sugary, very fat.
I was just
Yes.
get, like some kind of drink, like
No.
Search for
hell?
Cadbury cream egg.
Cadbury?
Cad,
Cadbury,
C-A-D-B-U-R-Y, cream
Yeah.
egg.
Oh no, cat.
Yeah, that's the standard one. It's just in egg shape, and yeah, there's chocolate with some kind of buttery thing
Okay,
inside.
it looks.
It's a fondant filling.
Oh, fun.
looks-
Oh, cool. Yeah, but yeah. Speaking about that, they have made Heinz, in their infinite wisdom, have created
God.
a mayonnaise flavored by cream eggs.
Because clearly that's a thing the universe needs.
Like what is that chocolate spread that you can use on like
Oh, Nutella.
Nutella? Yeah, this is. I feel like this is their equivalent. This is their equivalent of Nutella.
Wait, yeah. I know what Nutella is. I never tried it, but I've seen people eating that like at the mornings.
Right? Out
you're-
of the fucking jar like a maniac or
That's actually
savage.
disgusting. I mean,
Yeah.
chocolate, I don't mind, but what the hell?
Yeah, it's just nougat. It's too much sugar. So yeah, that is. I don't know why I felt like bringing this up, but yeah, this is fucking crazy, and I love it. And the tagline on the jar is "Seriously good mayo." I don't believe you. I do not believe you. There's a badass fighting game coming out called Samurai Showdown, which has a like insta kill mechanic. You can basically do like 80% in one attack if you get it out, which looks pretty cool. It's a hard ass game. Oh yeah, I don't think we talked about this either. So the new PS5 has been said that it's in the works. They
Yeah.
don't know exactly what's going to come out, but they have been talking about the hard drives. So
Yes, they actually did, and the CPU power as well, because
Yeah.
they said it's supposed to be running at 4K with 60 FPS.
yup, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's
You
bullshit.
know, it's I could kind of bullshit because even the PC race isn't like near having 4K 120 FPS.
Yeah, and then
It's-
you have to have a screen that can use it as well. Like, no one has a fucking 4K screen. No one.
I don't believe so, and I don't believe that the screens that you buy, like in the markets, is like just 4K 60
No,
FPS or 4K 30 FPS.
No, that's expensive as fuck.
I mean, I don't know how much 4K TV costs. I mean, probably like 3,000 or 4,000, like doubles
It's an
the
investment,
price.
right?
Yeah,
It's
4K
gonna be
TVs
crazy.
are not cheap.
But basically so it's gonna be what I've understood. It's gonna be a SSD. They're not gonna use the shitty HDDs anymore, which is
No.
good. And they're gonna
Very nice.
use something called ray tracing,
Oh,
which I don't know what that really means, but I guess it's just a better way to handle memory.
yeah. How can I?
You don't have to go into this
Explain
if
why.
you don't want to, but it's supposed to be a superior way of handling memory. Cool.
Well, the best way to describe it is, right now your regular TVs do what's called scan lines,
Mhm.
which
Mhm.
is how it works. Is you have one single light in your TV basically that slides and does every single line. So ray tracing instead does like beams of light that kind of project the image itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it provides a much sharper and clearer image.
Cool.
If you're not a video editor or a graphics editor, you're not going to notice the difference.
Oh, really? Rip.
Let's be honest.
Okay, sure.
Yes, it does. When it comes to 3D gaming and things like that, it does look nicer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But Zen would probably notice it. I would notice it.
Mm.
Like 1% of the people in the world will actually notice the difference.
enough.
It's sad, but it's true.
But like
it is.
Like something everyone will notice is that they're moving away from the slow ass fucking HDD hard drives and to SSDs.
Yes.
Like the boot up time is just gonna be instantly. At least when you
my
compare it.
SSD.
Yeah, it's amazing. So that is gonna be the standard from the PS5. So there's been some people getting worried that are you gonna be able to buy a separate hard drive now? Is that like could you just get an HDD just to store things and then boot it up into SSD? Like are you if you
Okay,
have to get an
so-
external hard drive, is it gonna cost like 3 times more?
No. Okay, so we're basically having a console and if you want to have more storage to your console, it's literally the same thing that you do to your PC. It doesn't cost more, it doesn't cost extra. Okay, maybe it does cost extra because you need something that is comparable with the Xbox or your PS4 to be able to actually use the hard drive. But if we step back, it's still the same. It still costs just as much as you do it to your PC. But they say that in the PS5,
Yeah.
they will try to make it simpler by having you to install an SSD instead of on a hard drive, like an HDD. So
That'd be nice.
they're trying to make some way of make it simpler, easy, make it faster
Perfect.
because it's slow as fuck.
Like right?
Improvements.
Takes a while.
Great job, Pete.
Yeah, and SSDs have come such a long way, just in such a short time, based on their sizes.
Yeah.
Oh, they are so small
before. Well, not just that. I mean, before getting a 64 gigabyte SSD was, $300-400. Now you can get it for $50.
Whew.
I'm so happy about it. I recently changed my HDD drive.
Yeah.
Because I had a 500 gigabyte HDD drive that had my Windows on, and I have 12 terabyte with other storage stuff that I am editing and photoshopping and do schoolwork. Everything died.
Perfect.
Oh, rip.
So I lost, I think, 75% of all materials that I worked for about 3 years on.
Oof.
Come on,
So-
man. You're a computer guy. You should know. Jesus saves and makes incremental backups.
But
The new
that's what
Bible.
he said. We have a Bible in the community. We have a Bible. So, thank Lord and our Lord and Savior Jesus for letting me have the knowledge of actually able to back up everything.
Perfect.
Beside my Windows that I had my 500 gigabytes storage.
Oh.
So I couldn't get back most of my stuff, but at least the important part.
That's good.
So
That's
I
good.
switched from an hard drive to an M.2 SSD. It's maybe not much, but it's 120 gigabytes.
It's not bad. It's
No,
not bad.
240 gigabytes, and it's enough. I don't need more than that.
No.
And I can feel so much difference. The speed.
Yeah, it's so
It took
much
me, like-
faster.
It took me 5 minutes to get into the loading screen, like when you're supposed to read your password to your Windows.
Yeah.
I always like go to the kitchen and make something and then come back, and it's enough loaded so I can read down. This goes like 5 seconds or maybe
Yup.
less than 2 seconds.
It's crazy.
Yep,
It's so beautiful.
It's
I'm
it is.
crying.
It's wonderful.
Oh,
It's so cool.
but it's so funny the way that how everything improves. I mean, come on. Back in the days when PlayStation 1 was there, it took like 5 hours before you actually get into a game or saving data. So today,
It's amazing.
it takes like 5 seconds or less. It's nice.
It's
really
insane.
nice.
Yeah, that's like the biggest difference like that you've noticed in the last like 10 years for me computer wise. Just getting an SSD, like your computer like just became amazing. It's crazy.
Fuck flying cars, fuck flights, fuck boats.
Yep.
We have our SSDs. Make games faster.
Holy shit! I'll take this. Yep, I'll take this. So I have one last thing I want to talk about, and it's mostly because we've been talking about mechs so much today. And this is I promise this is the last one. They have made there's a man in Canada have challenged a guy in America to do a giant robot duel.
Yes.
And when I say giant robot, like it's fucking in my eyes, it's enormous. Like it's crazy.
I missed something.
I can send you the clip, but it's basically a guy who has made let's be honest, it's a fucking mech in the form of a dinosaur. And he wants to do like a real fight. They don't want it to be scripted. They want it to be real. They want the damage to be real. They want things to break. And like, so it's a giant fucking T-Rex that can shoot fire against like it really looks like it's like a robot from Terminator. Like it's a fucking real
Wow.
mech. The
I want to experience this. I
Right?
want to go to this.
Right? It would be
This looks
fucking cool. So yeah, I'm interested. They apparently haven't responded yet, so we don't know if it's gonna happen, but it looks plausible.
This is so
Oh, it's-
dangerous.
it's-
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's Eagle Prime.
Yep.
Yep, Eagle Prime. It was built for Megabots.
Oh, cool.
It's like a U.S. kind of like show, like a TV show sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you've ever seen the show BattleBots.
No.
No.
I've seen the
BattleBots
Swedish
is-
equivalent.
Yeah, BattleBots is basically where small robots beat the crap out of each other
Exactly,
in an arena.
exactly.
Oh, yeah, never mind. I have
Yeah,
seen
we
it. I've
yeah
seen
we,
it.
we have it in Sweden, yeah.
We have it in Sweden.
Eagle Prime is basically the same thing, only with giant mech-sized robots.
Yup. I've seen Eagle Prime, like not live sadly, but I've seen it in a video where he like just took a car, like just crushed it,
Just
like
crushed the thing.
Oh,
It was awesome.
fucking cool.
I saw that video.
So cool. Yeah, I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down with this.
Yeah, the problem is Megabots ran out of money.
What a surprise.
So,
Running the robot costs like a fortune, probably.
oh god, yes. The amount of power it needs is insane.
The fuel it has to like inhale every second is probably crazy too.
Yeah.
It's super cool. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Hopefully
I
we'll
want to
get
pilot
some more
Eagle
news.
Prime.
Oh, I want to pilot the fucking T-Rex, dude. We can fight.
Oh yeah, let's sign up for the fight. I'll
Hell
pilot
yeah.
Eagle Prime, you pilot the T-Rex bot, and we'll beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. The T-Rex one looks so much worse than the Eagle Prime, though. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. It looks so flimsy, and they are the one fucking challenging the other one. It's like they have the flimsy, like stretched out, very thin frame, and the Eagle Prime is just beefy as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's a good fight, but
Yeah, I kind of feel like the T-Rex is gonna get the crap kicked out of it. Come on, Eagle Prime has a chainsaw arm.
just cut
He
him in
wins
half.
just on that.
Right.
Done.
The T-Rex like can bite and can fire. Yeah, good luck
Yeah,
with
but
that.
can spitfire, can bite. I think its claws work too.
Tiny arms that they can barely
Exactly.
reach.
What is it? T-Rex does push-ups.
oh, poor guy. Poor guy. I think that's all I have. Anything you're doing in the coming weeks? Any projects?
Yeah, actually, I was planning to continue editing this video that I.
No.
Do you remember when I mentioned I was playing VR for the first time?
It was a while ago.
So,
Yeah.
On stream, I saw your VR chat. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
yeah. So I was planning to edit in how it feels to be in VR, like the first experience. So it's like that's everything, I guess.
Okay.
Nothing more than that.
That's fair. That's fair. Hopefully, you will join me on our voice acting.
That is the plan.
Hopefully, no more kiwis. We will avoid
No more
citrus fruits.
Oh yeah, we will. Oh well.
Just think now, when you make it big and you get like 1,000 subs on your stream, they're gonna be sending you kiwi all the time.
Oh,
Nope. No.
the packages are laced with kiwi.
Oh my god.
Oh no, that's evil. That's fucking evil, dude.
Well, come on, one of the streamers, Maximus Black, when he did a video, he did a the hell was it?
Like Maybach or something?
Well, yeah, but before that, he casted StarCraft 2, but
Oh,
he casted low-level StarCraft 2, and it was really funny.
the perfect.
Well, in one episode, he talked about how when he was like 18 or 19, and he worked somewhere, and he gave for a Secret Santa gift one of his female coworkers.
Oh, you told me about this.
A self-molded black dildo.
What the hell?
Yeah, yeah. So then
Nice
everyone
guy.
started sending him self-molded dildos.
Yeah, you fucking deserve that. You fucking deserve that shit.
Yep. So yeah, that's a thing. That's something the internet will do. Whenever you say you don't like something or don't want something, you'll get 50, 60,000 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, he said the postal service had to be really confused that they were scanning all these boxes going to him with dildos inside.
He runs out of them
Like,
so
what the hell
fast.
What the hell is going on at this guy's house?
Someone's enjoying himself. Oof.
Yep. It's gonna be a good
Yeah,
evening.
exactly.
God damn it.
Well, we've been going for almost 2 hours, so
Yeah. But yeah, this is basically like the end. We just do self promotions. We just mention what we're gonna do.
yep. I'll have D&D next weekend.
Oh, perfect. We can get some
Ooh.
stories from that next time.
Well, you'll be part of the stories, so.
Well,
can't
you're
argue
not
with that.
wrong. You're not wrong.
The bard is going to randomly die.
By lightning.
Yep, by lightning. We've decided this.
This is known. This has been said.
Suddenly, water elementals can throw lightning.
Who knew? Friction, I guess. I don't know.
Friction. Yep.
Water friction. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Me too.
I think I'm gonna do some streaming tonight. I talked to Matt about he might take my like Sen said VR chat virginity first time.
No.
We'll
No,
see.
VR chat.
I don't think, like Mad said, if he's not lazy.
Oh, okay, sounds like man.
So it might not
that sounds
happen.
like Mad.
It might not happen. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know what I'll do. I'm kind of tired. I had to go, although I didn't have to, but I wanted to earn some money, so I worked this morning. So I need to take a shower. I'm pretty crusty. Yep.
Money is money. You can't
Money is
complain.
money. Money is nice. Money is good.
Money is survival.
Yeah, that's very true. But tomorrow we're playing board games. That's gonna be fun. We're apparently having a new player join us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, a distant cousin of mine is joining, who is the sibling to Refine. So that's gonna be fun.
That's kind of awesome. What are you guys playing tomorrow?
We don't know. It's Chucky's
Alright.
choice, so possibly something furry based.
So definitely not Betrayal.
No, he likes it. It's Ben that didn't like it.
Oh, that's right. It's Ben that didn't like
So
Betrayal.
Chucky might be able to force it. We'll see. No, we'll try to be nice.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, some more voice acting this coming week. Some more podcasts on Wednesday. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. More XCOM, War of the Chosen.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can be good.
All right. Well, it looks like I'm going to go play Space Engineers with
Oh ho ho.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
or
good.
Warframe, one or the other. Don't know which yet.
Same game. There's no difference.
Yeah, it's space. It's about lasers and things like that. It's the same game.
Exactly. Agreed. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sen and Kais. This has been awesome.
Thank you.
I've had a lot of fun.
Yes, yes.
If you're a member of Amazon Prime, you do get a free sub. So you can sub to either Alistar or Sleepy Zen. Both of them are up-and-coming popular streamers. If you like terrible gameplay, subscribe to Alistar. If you like great gameplay, subscribe to Zen.
Yep.
Hey.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go. Oh shit. I told this to Kais, but not to Sen. I have a slight plan. Like I'm not sure if it's gonna have it. I'm gonna do it, but I had the idea of doing terrible guides and terrible first impressions of League of Legends champions.
Well, that's special.
Yep.
Well, that's
I might be coming up. We'll see.
we'll see that.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
that as
What's the
well.
worst that could happen? What is the worst that
Exactly.
could happen? Oh god. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. But yeah. Thank you everyone. We'll see you next week. Same podcast time, same podcast channel.
Yep, we will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful week.
Mm,
Don't eat any kiwi.
and
Yeah, don't eat any kiwi.
eat no kiwis, but this.